Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. William Poloniak here again at Whole Health Foundation. In this video I'm going to make a small serving of 1 or 2 bottles of juice that's going to help me with a sprained muscle that I got on my back doing some gardening. I know that this formula is going to feed my muscles and help me heal. So let's look at my ingredients. Here are the ingredients I'm going to use today for what I'm calling muscle repair, back muscle repair. Some lettuce, 1 small zucchini, a little bit of garlic, some turmeric root, a little bit of ginger, French sorrel, which nourishes every gland in the body, and some carrots. So let's go ahead and make some juice. The first thing I'm going to do is start with 3 ice cubes. I want to cool down the cutter so that it keeps my produce from overheating. And first I'll plug in the thermometer. Now notice that I'm catching the ice down here because I want to recycle it again. The object is not to put ice in your juice, but to cool down the cutter. And always put your ice through slowly. And I'm going to start with the French sorrel and the rest of the greens. Next I'll put in some turmeric. Some ginger. A little bit of garlic. And the rest of my greens. That's the last of my French sorrel and my lettuce. And then we'll put in the zucchini. Check your temperature often, it's still okay. And next I'm going to start with carrots. Whenever possible. Check your wing nuts, and you want to clean your grid as frequently as you can remember, especially if the motor sounds like it's struggling a bit. So clean your grid. I'm using the number 2 grid, 1/4 inch holes, 1/8 inch holes, which is best for carrots and small quantities of greens. A good tip is to take your carrots and go reverse so you can get more than 1 or 2. Rotate your bowl, a couple more carrots. Now I'm down to my last carrot, and I'm going to show you a little tip. Now, when you're down to your last produce, there's usually a plug of carrot or any kind of produce in here, so you take some pulp, put it in the feed tube, and I just love this new pusher that we have custom made that's tapered at the end. It never gets stuck. So you put some pulp in there, and then you force that last plug of produce through. So the next thing I'm going to do is clean my feed tube, reassemble, mix the produce, and then press some juice in the cloths. Alright, and the next step is to give a thorough mix to my pulp. I want to mix all the greens, the turmeric, the garlic, the ginger with the carrots and the lettuce. Make sure I get all those greens mixed in with the carrots. If you have carrots in your pulp, you don't need to use a bamboo liner or any kind of liner to stop the pulp from sticking to your cloth. It won't stick. So here we have a small batch of pulp, and we're going to make some juice. I'm going to show you again my less work 6 cloth method. So 2 heaping spoons or 3 medium spoons. Fold it, press it down, that's very important. A tight package, press it down and fold it into thirds like so. And watch how I pull that under with my fingers. And we'll set that aside and press 2 cloths full at one time. There we have 2 heaping spoonfuls, maybe make it 2.5 this time. It looked like a little light. Press it down. Let's put this in here first, centered in both directions, front to back to front, left to right, all the way back, back it off. And while that's going up, we're going to fill a couple more cloths in my less work 6-cloth method. And notice I have the cloths overhanging so it doesn't touch the countertop. Flatten it, very important. Dance that a little bit more. Flatten it. Fold it into thirds. Set it aside. My 6-cloth less work method. And advance it all the way. Notice on a whole health foundation juicer, you can leave the press up for longer than 10 seconds. A minute or more if you need to. This bottom plate has a lifetime warranty, and it allows you to leave the press up for a longer period of time, and you get 10% or more juice from your produce. Okay, it looks like I'm going to get 5 bottles of juice here. And I'm going to top this off with about 10% of distilled water. I find pure juice a little too sweet. One juice bar owner I know doesn't even sell it in 16-ounce bottles because she thinks it's too sweet. So I'll fill this up with distilled water. We'll top this off. The whole idea is to have as little air in the bottle as possible. So this is my formula for healing a sprained muscle. As I explained in the early part of this video, I sprained a muscle doing some gardening work, and I'm making a special juice to nourish my muscles. Okay, I'm pressing the water out of these cloths, and they're going to go into the freezer because germs cannot grow in the freezer. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing to these bottles. Put this in the freezer later. I want you to notice the convex curve on these bottles. The less oxygen you have in the bottles, the better. And notice the convex curve here. You're going to have no air in the bottle whatsoever, and your juice could last up to 10 days, but you want to drink it in 5 days or less. I hope you like what you've seen, my friends, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to contact me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. And I'll see you in the next video.